And now it's time for today's daily forecast with EPAWA meteorologist Bobby Martridge.
And good Thursday morning to you. It's August 2nd, and we have the same very similar pattern that we had yesterday in place today with a cold front that is still stalled over the region and high pressure to the east that is blocking its advanced eastward. But this high will start to break down on Friday and move eastward. It's going to weaken, and that's going to allow this front to finally start moving eastward later Friday afternoon and evening, and should clear during the overnight hours, setting up a nice weekend. But we're going to have to deal with scattered showers and thunderstorms, again diurnally driven, which means the heat of the day is going to help aid these storms a little bit, and they're going to be more of the pop-up variety, we think, today as this cold front continues to move eastward. You can see all the scattered showers and thunderstorms. This is looking at this morning. It's really not too big of a deal at this point, but once we get to the afternoon, the coverage of those storms start to increase. So let's go over to the high resolution rapid refresh. We're going to start this off early here in the morning, and this is looking at noon. So really nothing going on just yet. As we move a little bit forward though in time, we start to see some pop-up stuff right around in the vicinity of I-78 between Harrisburg and the Lehigh Valley. And this is looking at 2 o'clock. And once we go a little bit beyond that, you can see some more pop-up storms coming up over the southern Poconos. These are going to be individual storms, not really like a congealed line segment coming through. This is just pop-up stuff and widely scattered. So in case of the haves and have-nots today will be the case. We'll have the scattered showers and thunderstorms. The NAM has a little bit more organization of this, looking at the NAM high-res future simulated radar, and this is looking at 3 p.m. So you have basically along I-78 here, some pop-up storms, and during the course of the later afternoon and evening, you can see some more storms moving eastward that will go right through the mid-evening hours. I do think that once we get into the overnight, we're going to have a drier period, and unlike last night where we had some storms came through that were quite far east, we expected to just be just kind of like in these areas right here, and then they ended up being a little bit further east than that. So we can't just dismiss that entirely and say that there's going to be nothing overnight, but right now it looks like the concentration of the scattered showers and thunderstorms are going to be in the 3 p.m. to 9 p.m. time frame today for most areas, but we could have something outside that window pop as well. So once we get into Friday, again, we're going to go back to the global models here, and Friday does look like the front will still be in the vicinity. We're going to have the scattered showers and thunderstorms moving through, but then it's going to move eastward overnight. And so by the time we get to Saturday morning, or Saturday afternoon, this is a look here. Could be some early clouds to start here on Saturday, depending on how quickly or not quickly that front moves through. But we are expecting that we will have a dry day here on Saturday. And the same holds true here for Sunday. We get into Sunday, partly cloudy skies. There was a chance for an isolated thunderstorm on Sunday, later on Sunday, but the models have backed off that idea for Sunday. So it does look like it's going to be a hot and humid weekend. The temperatures are going to be in the upper 80s, near 90 degrees, and heat indices higher than that, into the 90s. But we will have dry conditions, it looks like, for the weekend. And then that's going to extend into early next week. Here's a look at Monday. Nothing really going on here. Also partly cloudy and temperatures near 90 degrees. Once we get to Tuesday, there's a disturbance off to our west is going to be ahead of a cold front. There could be for far interior areas. Maybe some of these thunderstorms getting a little bit farther east, and this is later Tuesday. So we kept an isolated thunderstorm in the forecast for Tuesday. And then once we get beyond that, we have the cold front moving through on Wednesday with scattered showers and thunderstorms, and then it'll probably be later in the day as that cold front moves through. After that, we're going to lower the humidity for a couple days, so Thursday and Friday should be lower humidity days. Now, there's another little front trying to come through here later Friday. This is the first time it's been showing this, so we'll just wait and see how this works out, but it doesn't really show too much with it either way. Maybe an isolated thunderstorm toward the end of the week, but right now it looks like we're getting into a more of a zonal pattern where we're going to have less amplification very soon. So that's why we're going to be allowing the temperatures to go up a little bit higher. And typical of summer, nothing over the top, no major heat waves here, but we're talking about typical summer weather with the heat and humidity. Again, we're going to take a step back from the heat and humidity after the cold front comes through on Wednesday. So Thursday and Friday will be lower humidity days, and then it's going to start creeping up most likely as we head to the following weekend. But up through Wednesday, we are going to keep the muggy conditions in place. It just does look dry, though, at the very least from Saturday through Monday, and for most areas on Tuesday as well. But our central areas might get into a scattered, some isolated thunderstorms later in the day, and then more so of a bigger portion of the area will get into the scattered thunderstorms with a cold front on Wednesday, and that should knock down the humidity behind it. I'm Eastern PA Weather Authority meteorologist Bobby Marchich. That is your outlook for August 2nd, 2018. Have a great Thursday.